ABC is a triangle with angles 60, 80 and 40. What is the value of 3 into b by a minus 1 into b by a into b by a plus of 1? According to sine rule, I can write a upon sine a is equal to b by sine b is equal to c by sine c. Using this sine rule, this angle A here is 60. So in front of this we have side A, and in front of angle B we have side B, and similarly in front of angle C we have side C. Using sine rule here, A upon sine 60 is equal to B upon sine 80 is equal to C upon sine 40. Comparing these two ratios, we can get here B upon A is equal to sine of 80 divided by sine of 60. Now also evaluating B by A minus 1. So for this I should subtract 1, becomes sine 80 minus sine 60 whole divided by sine 60. Now I can see here it is of the form sine c minus sine d, and the formula for that is 2 sine c minus d by 2 into cos c plus d by 2. Applying this here in the numerator equal to 2 sine of 10 degree into cos of 70 degree whole divided by sine 60 degree. Similarly, now add 1, so we get b by a plus 1. On right hand side we get sine 80 upon sine 60 plus 1, which becomes sine 80 plus sine 60 whole divided by sine 60. Because we know that sine c plus sine d is equal to 2 sine c plus d by 2 into cos of c minus d by 2. Applying this formula in this numerator here, right hand side becomes 2 sine of 70 degree into cos of 10 degree whole divided by sine of 60 degree. Putting the values of b by a minus 1, b by a and b upon a plus 1 here, we get 3 into 2 into sine 10 degree cos 70 degree upon sine 60 degree into sine 80 degree upon sine 60 degree, 2 sine 70 degree cos 10 degree divided by sine 60 degree. All these brackets are multiplying here. Right hand side in the next step I can write 2 sine 70 degree cos 70 degree, 2 sine 10 degree cos 10 degree sine 80 degree upon cube 60 degree. We clubbed sine cos 70 with sine 70 and cos 10 with sine 10 in separate brackets, and sine 80 is independent here multiplying, because 2 sine theta cos theta is equal to sine 2 theta. We get 3 into sine 140 degree into sine 20 degree into sine 80 degree whole divided by sine cube 60 degree comes 3 into sine of 140 degree can be written as pi minus 40 degree, sine 20 degree as it is, into sine 80 degree whole divided by sine cube 60 degree, because sine of pi minus theta is equal to sine theta. Applying it here, sine pi minus 40 becomes sine 40. So 3 into sine 40 into sine 20 into sine of 80 whole divided by sine cube 60. In the next step, multiply and divide it by 2 and club this 2 sine 40 sine 20. Since we know that 2 sine A sine B is equal to cos A minus B minus cos A plus B, we get 3 by 2 sine cube 60 degree cos of 20 degree minus cos of 60 degree into sine of 80 degree. 3 upon 2 sine cube 60 degree into cos 20 degree, cos 60 is 1 by 2, sine 80 as it is. In the next step, 3 by 2 sine cube 60 as it is into sine 80 multiply, so it becomes cos 20 into sine 80 minus sine 80 divided by 2. On taking LCM, we get 3 upon 4 sine cube 60 2 cos 20 sine 80 minus sine 80. 2 sine A cos B is equal to sine A plus B plus sine A minus B. Applying it here, we get 3 by 4 into 1 upon sine cube 60 bracket sine of A plus B, which becomes 80 plus 20 100 plus sine of 60, which comes after 80 minus 20 minus sine of 80 degree as it is. Sine 100 degree minus sine 80 degree, and sine 60 is under root 3 by 2 as value, and apply sine C minus sine D here, which is sine C minus sine D is equal to 2 sine C minus D by 2 into cos of C plus D by 2. This becomes 3 by 4. Now sine cube is sine 60 is root 3 by 2 and cubing it also, so 1 upon root 3 by 2 whole cube into 2 sine of 10 degree into cos of 90 plus root 3 by 2. Cos 90 is 0, so it vanishes. We get 3 by 4 into 3 root 3 and 2 cube is 8, and 8 goes to the numerator into root 3 by 2, which on cancellation becomes 1, and that's the answer.